everyone, and welcome back to our course on modern web development. Today we're going to create our very first React application. We'll use a tool called Create React App, which is the official way to set up a new React project developed by React team. Create React App simplifies the process of handling and setting up a React development environment by setting up all the configuration for you. It sets up the build process, development server, and optimizes your app for production, allowing you to focus on writing code. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a React application running on your local machine and a solid understanding of the project structure. Before we begin, let's ensure that our development environment is ready. So let's navigate to our GitHub Codespaces, which is the tool that I'm using to run my code and edit it straight from the browser, and it also allows me to collaborate with other peers by just simply copying the link of the website, and it just shares my code instantly. So let's run a couple commands first. The first one would be node dash version and npm dash version. Okay, so everything works perfectly and we can start developing our React application. So let's create a new React application using the Create React App. Let's go back to our website and copy this command, which will set up everything for us. Okay, we just press Y to continue. And now we basically wait until everything's set up and all dependencies are installed. Okay, so our dependency is finally installed, and after running the command, you will have a new directory named my first React app, and inside the project is initialized with the standard structure and configuration. So let's actually explore the structure of our new React project. Let's open this folder. And as we can see, we have several different folders that we're gonna dive in right now. So the first one is Node Modules. Node Modules contains all the dependencies and sub-dependencies installed using npm. And you generally don't need to interact with this folder directly, so you can just forget it. The next one is Public. Public contains all static assets like the index.html file, which is responsible for like the entry point of our project. It holds the metadata, links to our website, logos, and other stuff that is useful for search engine optimization. Also, as I mentioned earlier, it has static assets, so as you can see, it has some logos. So here's the basic React logo, and also it has fonts and our favicon. So yeah, public folder holds static assets. The next one is our source folder here. So it contains the source code of our application, and the key files include index.js right here, which is the JavaScript entry point of our application. Also, it has App.js, which is a component that serves as the root of our app. Next, we have App.css right there, which is responsible for styling for the app component. And finally, we have index.css, which is responsible for applying global styles across our application. So like universal rules of styling, if I can say that. So as you can see, it has a default font family of different fonts, and also it has body with like some basic styling. So once again, the source is where you'll spend most of your time writing code, and the public folder contains assets that are served directly without processing. So let's actually run our first React application. So first of all, we have to navigate to our project by simply typing this command, my first React app. So you type the cd and then the name of your project. And now we're in, and we can simply start our project by running npm start, which will start our development environment. And as we can see, we are instantly redirected to a forwarded port, which initializes a new project. So the command will start the development server and automatically open your app in the browser. If you're developing in the VS Code, it's gonna open it in localhost 3000, but here it opens it in GitHub Codespaces. So the development server uses hot module replacement, which means that any changes you make to your code will be automatically reflected in the browser without needing to refresh. So now let's take a closer look at some key files in our React application. Let's go back to index.js right here. And as you can see by the code snippet, we have React, which is imported on the top of the file to enable JSX syntax. Also, we have React DOM, is used to render our React app into the DOM, the digital DOM, and dot/app imports the app component, which we have here. So we select the DOM element with the ID root and render out our app component inside it. So now let's go to public and navigate to index.html. This is the HTML template for our application. It contains a div ID root where our React app mounts, basically. Now let's go to again source folder to App.js, where we have our main component. So as you can see by the code snippet, it defines a functional component that returns JSX. And we can modify this file to change what is displayed on the page. So we can just play with it, and instead of learn React, we can put something like hello everyone. And here we can just simply type something like boom. This is app component. And as you can see, our changes will be instantly updated. So yep, boom, this is app component. Hello everyone. So now let's apply what we've learned with a simple exercise. So your task would be modify the app component, replace the existing content in App.js with your own greeting. For example, display a heading with hello, your name, welcome to React, and add a new component. Create a new file in the source directory called greeting.js and define a functional component called greeting that displays a personalized message. Import and use the greeting component in App.js. And if you're not sure how to create files or modify it, you can just refer to React docs, which are available in Google. So now, as you got the task, we can start with the instructions. I'll wait for a while and then I'll come back and we'll do this together. So welcome back. Now let's create the new file called greeting.js. And let's copy this code right here, which imports React once again and defines a new component, a function, which returns JSX syntax with the message, this is greeting from the greeting component. And now we have to modify our App.js to actually display this component in the actual browser. So let's paste this code here. As you can see, we again import React, and now we import greeting from the greeting component, and we simply return a new line which says hello, your name, welcome to React, and our greeting component. So let's actually test it out in our browser and check if it works. And yeah, hello, your name, welcome to React. This is greeting from the greeting component. And as you can see, we perfectly did it and executed our code. So great job today. You've successfully created your first React application, explored its structure, and added your own components. And some key takeaways from these lessons are that Create React App provides a quick and easy way to set up a React project without worrying about configuration. The project structure includes important directories like source for source code and public for static assets. Running the app is as simple as executing npm start, and changes are reflected in real time thanks to the development server. And components are the building blocks of React application, and you can create and import them to build your user interfaces, or UI in short. In the next lesson, we'll delve deeper into components, properties, and state management, allowing us to build interactive and dynamic user experiences and interfaces. Once again, if you have any questions or need assistance with the exercise, feel free to ask, and happy hacking. Thank you.